Hello and welcome back. Alright, so last time we did the entire Metro Kingdom. And the only thing left is the jump rope. And I'm going to just leave it like that. So we're off chasing Peach over to the Seaside Kingdom. Seaside Kingdom, Bubblain. Looks a little nicer now. Hmm? The moon rock here is glowing too. Let's be sure to check that. You might have noticed the color of my controllers, by the way. I am playing this on the Nintendo Switch 2 now. I don't know if there's going to be any difference in performance. After all, I'm recording at 30 FPS. But, but that's what changed. That's a difference now. At the beach house, and this is our beach volleyball court. Have you played? You might enjoy it. This is another one of those mini games. Hopefully I'm okay with this one. Just touch the volleyball to return it. This volley the volley continues until the ball hits the ground. Greetings, traveler, and to your hat as well. Can you answer my riddle? What is the name of this land? Fossil Falls, Forgotten Isle, Lake Lamode, it's bubbling. You're correct. Perhaps that wasn't much of a riddle. Anywho, proceed. Have you not been asked enough questions yet? Let us see how you do with this one. How many fountains did the monster seal? 4. Yes, correct. You're a formidable one. If you require questions, I have another. See if you can answer a third time. When you, brave traveler, turned into a red fish, what ability did you get when you shook the Joy-Con? Cheep Cheep, Attack, Tremble, or Gushin? Well now, 3 correct answers. Well done, traveler. I have been saving this one. Answer me this. There is a room in this land that can only be entered if you're wearing the chosen clothing. What is that clothing? Swimsuit, pirate outfit, nothing but undies, or resort outfit? Resort outfit. Correct, but did you really know that? This is a normal place to wear a swimsuit, right? And the pirate look is great, even the undies. Wait, that was just a lucky guess, wasn't it? It was a lucky guess, you lucky guesser, you. Alright, fine. Let's settle this. Last question, Mr. Lucky Guesser. Why am I here? Got lost, fell off dory, to ask questions, wanted to swim, to ask questions. This cannot be! You can't possibly have answered all my questions correctly! But I suppose I couldn't stay on top forever. Well done! Take this. Ocean quiz good. I have no more questions for you.
Let's drop the labels today. Let's meet our journey, but we're now on our way. There's a long way to go. We're not ready now. Problems to solve. Music is the goal. A long way to go. We're not ready now. Problems to solve. Music is the goal. Problems to solve.
Let's go get the one over in, let's go get the hint art here. $5.47. Wow. New products added to the shop. The Odyssey has powered up. Now we can get to the darker side. Finally, the very ends of the moon. We could go there, but, one I just got goes to Metro Kingdom. Let's go to Metro Kingdom. Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. Judges 4. Again the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord now that Ehud was dead. So the Lord sold them into the hands of Jabin, king of Canaan, who reigned in Hazor. Sisera, the commander of his army, was based in Haggayim, because he had 900 chariots fitted with iron and had cruelly oppressed the Israelites for 20 years. They cried to the Lord for help. Now Deborah, a prophet, the wife of Lapidoth, was leading Israel at that time. She held court under the palm of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in the hill country of Ephraim, and the Israelites went up to her to have their disputes decided. She sent for Barak, son of Abinoam, from Kedesh and Naphtali, and said to him, "The Lord, the God of Israel, commands you. Go, take with you 10,000 men of Naphtali and Zebulun, and lead them up to Mount Tabor. I will lead Sisera, the commander of Jabin's army, with his chariots and his troops, to the Kishon River, and give him into your hands." Barak said to her, "If you go with me, I will go, but if you don't go with me, I won't go." "Certainly I will go with you," said Deborah, "but because of the course you are taking, the honor will not be yours, for the Lord will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman." So Deborah went with Barak to Kedesh. There Barak summoned Zebulun and Naphtali, and 10,000 men went up under his command. Deborah also went up with him. Now Heber the Kenite had left the other Kenites, the descendants of Hobab, Moses' brother-in-law, and pitched his tent by the great tree in Zananim near Kedesh. When they told Sisera that Barak, son of Abinoam, had gone up to Mount Tabor, Sisera summoned from Harosheth Haggayim to the Kishon River all his men and his 900 chariots fitted with iron. Then Deborah said to Barak, "Go, this is the day the Lord has given Sisera into your hands. Has not the Lord gone ahead of you?" So Barak went down Mount Tabor with 10,000 men following him. At Barak's advance, the Lord routed Sisera and all his chariots and army by the sword, and Sisera got down from his chariot and fled on foot. Barak pursued the chariots and army as far as Harosheth Haggayim. All Sisera's troops fell by the sword. Not a man was left. Sisera, meanwhile, fled on foot to the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber the Kenite, because there was an alliance between Jabin, king of Hazor, and the family of Heber the Kenite. Jael went out to meet Sisera and said to him, "Come, my lord, come right in. Don't be afraid." So he entered her tent, and she covered him with a blanket. "I'm thirsty," he said. "Please give me some water." She opened a skin of milk, gave him a drink, and covered him up. "Stand in the doorway of the tent," he told her. "If someone comes by and asks you, 'Is there anyone in there?' say no." But Jael, Heber's wife, picked up a tent peg and a hammer and went quietly to him while he lay fast asleep, exhausted. She drove the peg through his temple into the ground, and he died. Just then Barak came by in pursuit of Sisera, and Jael went out to meet him. "Come," she said, "I will show you the man you're looking for." So he went in with her, and there lay Sisera with a tent peg through his temple, dead. On that day God subdued Jabin, king of Canaan, before the Israelites. And the hand of the Israelites pressed harder and harder against Jabin, king of Canaan, until they destroyed him. May God bless the reading of his word. Yeah, we're headed off. I have a little more time. Let's head over to the Snow Kingdom. Off to Shiveria. Hmm? The moon rock here is glowing too. Let's be sure to check that. Corner of the freezing sea. I will say I haven't felt like I've had any dropped inputs today, so there's that at least. This race course is a big secret. Only the top racers are here. Welcome to the secret racing course. Only certain racers are allowed to compete here. This course is long. You will need all of your great skill. The prize is a power moon. You will participate, of course. Yes. Let's start the race. Iceburn Circuit Class A. Just barely. Whew. Supersonic Snowman has no rival! As promised, your power moon. Iceburn Circuit Class A. Finally, now you will show us some real speed. The final prize is a power moon. You will participate, of course. Let's start the race. Oh no. Class S. Ah! I just barely pulled off the last one. Come on. That's funny, we lapped last place. Yes! Whew. Whew. Oh, wow. Supersonic Snowman has no rival! Has promised your power moon. Ice Burn Circuit Class S. it's possible for speedrunners to get up there. I'm not so sure I can do it. 575. All right. That's gonna be all for today. So when we come back next time, we'll do the stuff in Shiveria that's actually below ground, and then we'll also be, asking for hints at the hint toad. But that's gonna be all for today. We're moving along. We've got, four major we've got 3 kingdoms left that have coins. Because as far as I'm aware, the Moon Kingdom doesn't. 3 kingdoms left that have coins. Oh no, 4. I forgot the Mushroom Kingdom. But 4 kingdoms left that have coins, and then also the Moon Kingdom, the dark side of the moon, and the darker side of the moon. But that's gonna be all for today, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.